Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of my ABC deck profile video. This second part will be the combo tutorial. So without further ado, let's begin. For the first combo, I want to show you what you can do if you just open a Union Hanger or a Terraforming to search for the Union Hanger. So essentially all you need is just this one card, and then you basically have everything you need for this one combo, provided you don't get interrupted. So let's say you open Terraforming. You activate the Terraforming, searching Union Hanger to your hand. Next, you're going to activate the Union Hanger, and this time it doesn't matter what you search. Excuse me. I just went for my COVID-19 test a few days ago, and it came back negative, much to my relief. But anyways, back to the combo. So you now have any one of these pieces. Let's say you search the Crushed Wyvern. So now you summon the Crushed Wyvern, and since the Crushed Wyvern has been summoned, you will activate the effect of Union Hanger and equip the Union Driver to it. And now since Union Driver is equipped to Crushed Wyvern, you're going to banish the driver in order to equip, say, another ABC piece. And this one, I will always prefer to equip Buster Drake. Now you'll special summon the Buster Drake and link these two away to make your Union Carrier. And since Buster Drake was sent to the graveyard, it's going to add you Heavy Mech Support Armor to your hand. And now you're going to use the effect of Union Carrier to equip a Assault Core to your Union Carrier. And now you're going to banish A, B, and C. B and C from your graveyard, A from the field, in order to summon your ABC Dragon Buster. So in this way, you started off with Terraforming, that's one card, and you ended up on a field of 2 cards. And on a field of 3 cards, 2 monsters, and your field spell, and you still have the Heavy Mech Support Armor in your hand as discard fodder. So this is a 1 card plus 3. And I would say that is pretty good considering you only open up with 1 card. But hey, this combo is kind of boring because all you had was 1 Union Hanger, right? So now let's see what you can do if you open Union Hanger and let's say any ABC piece. It doesn't matter which one. A, B, or C. Let's say this time you open Crushed Wyvern and Union Hanger this time. You will start by activating Union Hanger. And in this case, if you have Crushed Wyvern or Buster Drake in hand, you're going to search your Assault Core. And if you have Assault Core, you can search either one of these two. But it's best practice to always go for Buster Drake because it's self-sufficient. So in this case, let's say you open with a Buster Drake this time, okay? You activate Union Hanger and search for your Assault Core. Next, you will normal summon your B Buster Drake and activate the effect of Union Hanger to equip your Union Driver to the Buster Drake. Now you're going to banish the Union Driver in order to equip the C Crushed Wyvern to it. Now you're going to activate Crushed Wyvern to special summon itself. And now with these 2 monsters, you're going to make a link summon. And you're going to summon out your Platinum Gadget. So now since B and C hit the graveyard at the same time, you can activate both of their effects and chain block them whichever way you want. For instance, if you know your opponent has Ash Blossom in your hand and you don't want your Buster Drake to get negated, you can activate B Chainlink 1, C Chainlink 2. So now your opponent cannot use Ash Blossom and Chainlink 3 to negate your Crushed Wyvern or Buster Drake. Since Crushed Wyvern has activated as Chainlink 2, it will resolve first, special summoning a Assault Core to the field. And then upon the resolution of Chainlink 1 Buster Drake, you're going to search for your second B Buster Drake. So now you're going to activate the effect of Platinum Gadget to special summon Buster Drake from your hand. And now you're going to link these 2 away in order to summon out your IP Masquerena. So now B and A, since both of these hit the graveyard, again, you can chain block it whichever way you want. But let's say you use B Chainlink 1, A Chainlink 2. So at A Chainlink 2, you're going to recycle your Buster Drake to hand. And at B Chainlink 1, you're going to add Heavy Mech Support Armor to hand. And now you have exactly A, B, and C in the graveyard. You can banish all 3 of them in order to summon out your ABC Dragon Buster. So overall, this is a 2-card combo, and it gave you overall a +4 field. And it sets you up with 2 disruptions. So why 2 disruptions? Well, the first disruption is obvious. It's obviously with the ABC Dragon Buster. Your opponent summons a monster, you activate Dragon Buster's effect, discard it. But that's not all. After you use that effect, you tribute your Dragon Buster to summon back your 3 ABC pieces. And next, you're going to obviously activate the Union Hangers effect in order to equip your third and final B Buster Drake to your C Crush Wyvern. And now, let's say your opponent decides to make another play, because let's say they have another play. You activate the effect of IP Masquerena to link your ASL core and Masquerena itself away in order to summon out your Nightmare Unicorn onto the field. And when Nightmare Unicorn is link summoned, you can discard 1 card from your hand to target 1 card your opponent controls and shuffle it back into the deck. Non-destruction removal. So now that their monster has been shuffled back into the deck, that's basically the second disruption. And at this point, let's say they end their turn. And don't forget that since you linked away ASL core, its effect will activate, allowing you to literally add your Heavy Mech Support Armor back to your hand. So basically, this card is almost like a free shuffle back into the deck for the opponent. So now let's say it's your turn, you draw for turn, it doesn't matter what you draw. But now, let's say you're going to activate Buster Drake's effect, special summon itself. And now you're going to link Buster Drake, Crush Wyvern, and your Platinum Gadget. Because now, since Platinum Gadget was summoned last turn, its effect that it cannot be used as a link material no longer applies. And you're going to go into your Appaloosa, Bowl of the Goddess. And this card will have, let me see, it will have 3 negations on it, and 2,400 attack. Buster Drake and Crush Wyvern were sent to the graveyard at the same time, and since your Heavy Mech Support Armor counts as a target for Crush Wyvern, you can use C Chainlink 1, B Chainlink 2. At this point, if your opponent uses Ash Blossom, you can activate Appaloosa to negate the Ash Blossom. So you still get both the search. And you're going to search for your second copy of ASL core added to your hand, and upon the resolution of Crush Wyvern, you're going to special summon it. And since this was special summon, you can activate this thing's effect to equip C Crush Wyvern to it. Now you're going to normal summon the Heavy Mech Support Armor, and essentially what you can do now, it doesn't matter what you special summon back, but let's say you want to special summon back the ASL core in order to recycle it. You can link these two away, okay? You can link these two away in order to summon out your, let's see, in order to summon out your Nightmare Phoenix, and then basically use Phoenix's effect, discard whatever card you just drew, let's say it's back to the front to the graveyard, pop any card your opponent, back row your opponent controls, and because Phoenix was co-linked when this effect was activated, you get to draw another card. And now you're going to link these guys away, and make sure this time don't forget to use ASL core to recycle this card back to your hand in order to summon out your Nightmare Cerberus. And Cerberus effect will activate, allowing you to discard whatever card is in your hand, and then pop another card your opponent controls. Monster, special summon monster your opponent controls. And since Cerberus was also co-linked, you get to draw another card. And then since right now, you in your graveyard, you should have multiple sets of A, B, and C. A, B, and C. You can banish these 6 cards and summon out not 1, but 2 ABC Dragon Busters. The sad thing about this is that you're 1 monster away from from an extra link. But if you think about it from this, okay, you have at least 2 more cards in hand. So 2 Dragon Busters, each one discard a card. That's 2 more banishes gone. And then this is definitely more than enough to OTK your opponent. And on top of that, none of your monsters can be destroyed by battle or by card effect, aside from the 2 Dragon Busters, because they're all co-linked. And Appaloosa should still have at least 2 more negations on it. And on top of And on top of all that, if your opponent somehow manages to kill not only your 2 Dragon Buster and also kill your Appaloosa this turn, somehow, next turn, because you have 3 monsters that are co-linked, you get to draw not 1 or 2, but 3 cards during your draw phase. And at this point, your opponent should literally be out of resources, and this should be more than enough to finish them off. So that's it for the second combo. But these combos I showed you previously, they don't involve any interaction with the opponent, which is unrealistic. What if you activate your Union Hanger and that gets negated? So now I'm going to show you how to play around that. So let's say this is the same combo as before. You have 1 Union Hanger and 1 Bee Buster Drake, okay? And let's say your opponent has a copy of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring in their hand that they're going to negate you with. So same play as before, you activate Union Hanger. Your opponent at this point, not wanting you to search for more of your cards, will use the Ash Blossom to negate it. Okay, so you don't search with Union Hanger. Use normal summon Buster Drake, equip Union Driver, banish the driver in order to equip, say, your in order to equip one of your other ABC pieces. Say maybe a Crush Wyvern. And since Union Driver has no restriction on the equipped monster not being able to summon itself, so you go special summon the Crush Wyvern. Now you link these 2 away for your Union Carrier. If I can just find that. You'll link these 2 away for your, for your Union Carrier. And then Buster Drake will search you the Heavy Mech Support Armor to hand. Union Carrier will equip your A Assault Core to it. And then you can banish A, B, and C in order to special summon out your ABC Dragon Buster. So overall, this combo, you still went +2 because you started with 2 cards, you ended with 4. And you force your opponent to waste their Ash Blossom. But now, let's say hypothetically, okay? Your opponent, you did not open with Union Hanger, but you also did not open with any ABC piece. And you know your opponent has Ash Blossom in hand. But you also open a copy of Instant Fusion. So what do you do now? If you have Instant Fusion in hand, it's always good practice to play Instant Fusion first, because it will be the card that baits out the most negations. So you'll play your Instant Fusion, and in this case, you're going to summon out your Millennium Ice Restrict to the field. And now you're going to activate Union Hanger. At this point, your opponent, let's say they use the Ash Blossom trying to negate your Millennium Ice, to negate the Hanger. You will activate Millennium Ice effect in response, equipping the Ash Blossom from their graveyard to the Millennium Ice as the equip spell. And when it's equipped, all this Ash Blossom's effects automatically negated. So Union Hanger resolves normally, letting you search for your Bee Buster Drake to hand. Now you're going to normal summon Bee Buster Drake and equip the Union Driver. You're going to banish the driver in order to equip Crush Wyvern, special summon the Crush Wyvern, link these 2 for Platinum Gadget, and use Buster Drake's effect to search A Assault Core to your hand. Special summon A Assault Core by the effect of the Platinum Gadget. Link these 2 away in order to summon out your IP Masquerena. And then you're going to banish A, B, and C. A, B, and C in order to summon out ABC Dragon Buster. So in this case, you start off with 2 cards, and you ended up with 4, so it's a +2, and you were able to play through 1 interruption. But what if your opponent has more than just 1 interruption? Well, in that case, you need more cards. So in this case, let's say you open Union Hanger. Let's say you open up a Union Hanger, Instant Fusion, Unauthorized Reactivation, and your ABC, any ABC piece. Now, at this point, your opponent, let's say they have an Ash Blossom in their hand. They also have an Infinite Impermanence in their hand. And they also want to drop a Nibiru on you. So that's 3 negations right there, right then and there. So the first thing you do, you activate your Union Instant Fusion, summoning out your Millenniumize Restrict. Now you activate the Union Hanger, and at this point, your opponent's going to use Ash Blossom to try to negate the Union Hanger. You will use Millenniumize to negate the Ash Blossom, and they chain Infinite Impermanence, negating the Millenniumize. So now your Millenniumize is essentially just a vanilla, and so you are not able to search with the Union Hanger. Now you're going to normal summon your Buster Drake, and that's your second summon. By the way, you're still going to use the Hanger's effect to equip the Union Driver to the Buster Drake. You're going to banish the Driver to equip the Crush Wyvern, same as before. Special the Crush Wyvern, link these two away in order to summon out your Platinum Gadget. Buster Drake's effect will activate, adding you a Assault Core to your hand. So your Platinum Gadget, your Crush Wyvern was your third summon, your Platinum Gadget was your fourth, and now you special, that's your fifth. But your opponent's not just going to give up that easily, because they know if they use Nibiru to tribute all your guys right now, you can still summon out your Dragon Buster regardless, because all three of these pieces will be in the graveyard. So they're going to wait. So now they're going to link these two guys away in order to summon out your IP Masquerena again. If I can find that real quick. And now you're going to banish these three ABC pieces in order to summon out your ABC Dragon Buster. And at this point, your opponent will use Nibiru to tribute everything and give you a board wipe. But what they didn't count on is the fact that you actually had unauthorized reactivation in your hand the whole time. So you're going to chain unauthorized reactivation, equipping your second Assault Core, equipping a second copy of Assault Core to your Dragon Buster. Unfortunately, your Platinum Gadget and IP Masquerena will both be tributed, and you get another token. But now you're in a much better position compared to if your Dragon Buster had been tributed as well. And note that since you played through 3 interruptions, and you still have at least one more card in hand, that means you're literally on your opponent's next turn, they'll have to play through 1 interruption with only 3 cards. And that's not always the easiest to do. And also, because of how sticky Dragon Buster is, how it can just literally just tribute itself, get 3 pieces back. And Union Hanger is still on the field, so you can equip another ABC piece right from the deck. It's unlikely that they'll be able to play through 1 interruption and be able to OTK through 3 monsters as well. And yes, they do have Nibiru on the field as well, but again, that's after Nibiru has been summoned, it's essentially just a 3,000 attack vanilla, similar to Blue Eyes. And don't forget, they also give you a token. And since you tributed Masquerena and Platinum Gadget, that token is actually reasonably strong with 2,400 attack points. So it's not going to be an easy task for your opponent to OTK you next turn. And assuming you survive their counterattack, you can banish these 3 next turn to summon out another copy of your ABC Dragon Buster next turn, and then just counterattack against them. Now, going back to the first original, the original 1-card Union Hanger combo, if you count the number of monsters, Union Hanger to search for the B Buster Drake, normal summon Buster Drake, equipping Union Driver. Buster Drake is the first summon. You banish this to equip Crush Wyvern. Crush Wyvern will be the second summon, linking these two for the Union Carrier. That will be the third summon. And Buster Drake at this point will search your Assault Core, the Heavy Mech Support Armor to hand. And then Union Carrier will equip your Assault Core to it. And none of these count as summons. And now you banish the A, B, and C in order to summon out ABC Dragon Buster. And that is your 4th summon. Which means that even if your opponent had Nibiru in hand, if you go with this combo, and let's say your opponent was actively counting the number of monsters you summon, even if you could go full combo, there's no need to. If you're afraid your opponent has Nibiru, you can go for a partial combo, and this combo still ends up on 1 disruption, and it's Nibiru proof because you only summon out 4 monsters. So anyway, that's it for my combo tutorial video for my ABCs. Please let me know if you know any other combos I didn't touch on. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video gave you a good idea on just how underrated ABCs are as a deck. Okay, see you later, and hope that 2021 is a much better year than 2020. Bye.